Three, two, one.
Prosperity and wholeness. I'm Mrs. Melanin Reigns. I'm here with the amazing, phenomenal Mr. Don Diesel.
Diesel. In the
How are
building.
you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Wonderful, Miss Reigns.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, I have some questions for you. Let's start off with the music industry. How do you feel about music artists and business literacy?
It's a good question. I kind of look at it nowadays like a lot of artists don't really have as much understanding, you know what I mean, as in prior generations of the music game, the music business. It's like a lot of people are being told, you know, to go this way, to go that way, but they don't have their own insight. So, I mean, I think nowadays it's not as many artists that know about BMI. It's not as many artists that know about ASCAP. It's not as many artists that know about, you know, getting their music out to different DJ pools and stuff. They just do local things and, you know, try to translate to their own people and all that in their own neighborhoods. But besides those local, you know, circuits or what have you, and then the mixtape circuits, you have other options and other ways that you can get your music out there, and ways that you can capitalize and begin to make money off of it. And I think that's the ultimate be all end all for where we're going. I think that's, you know, what most people should be looking at. So, I mean, it's just depending on where you're at with it. A lot of people not really taking it serious, but at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like if that's something that you really taking serious, you gotta look at the business side of it and understand that it is a music business. But still have a passion, still understand what you're doing it for, and all that.
It's definitely important. So, what do you feel is missing in the game?
I mean, right now, it's crucial. It's crucial because it's a lot of different things that's in the game right now. I like some of the music that is being put out, but I also, you know, I think it could be more. I think it could be more diversity. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff sounds the same. You know what I mean? A lot of music kind of emulates each other. You know what I mean? You have another sound that comes out sounding like another sound. And I feel like, I mean, if everybody's trying to aim for the top people, the top, you know, not necessarily competition, but to be great like those people, you can't sound like those people. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, you're not gonna win just being that same competition. I mean, one in a million, you have someone like Designer who can take future style and still run with it, but most likely it's not gonna happen that way. So you gotta develop your own original style, like I said, diversity in the music. I think that's lacking right now. Also, just content, you know what I mean? Driven people that really understand that we're in different times right now, you know, and I think the music should always reflect the times, the art, and everything. And being as though music is art, I think it should reflect the times as well. So it's a lot of different things going on in our time, and I don't think it should just be about the regular party and bullshit, you know what I mean, type of lane and type of music. I think it should be a little bit more design and aim to actually make change and to influence and add that derivative to music.
I definitely can agree with that. So, do you feel like independent artists are being misled by the industry? Do you feel like they're being misled by the image portrayed, or kind of given an image that they have to live up to?
Definitely.
That influences their sound, like you said, they all try to imitate the sound.
Definitely. I think that's part of the systematic movement of music. You know, it's like that's the only stuff that is really given hype. You know, it's been that way for a while, whereas it would take a lot for a Kendrick or J. Cole type of artist to really pop, excuse me, in his city or in his demo versus the type of artist that I'm speaking of that kind of just sounds like the rest, you know, and has that same sound. you know, it'd be easy to get a chance on you know, a radio station or a quick play here and there, you know. But once I said, as I said it before, excuse me, I think everything is about longevity. I think everything is about originality. I think everything is about the art. And just doing the trendy stuff, I mean, you understand that that's what's going to happen for the moment, because that's what's popular, because it's made popular by the system, you know, of music, the people who are pushing most of the actual propaganda, you know, outside of music as well, and the people who are in music, as far as the people who are, for instance, like having tours and things like that to go on in the school systems, whereas the music that's portrayed, the lifestyles that's portrayed is the same lifestyle that, you know, we say we don't want our kids to lead,
Yeah.
but we go down that same road, and, you know, we all live that same experience, but at the same time, why would we want to necessarily take that straight to our kids? So, I mean, I think it's just a certain point where, even though we tell people that we want them to live a different way, we still show them something, you know, completely opposite.
Yeah. Still not breaking that cycle.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, and I just think ultimately it's to the point where if you can break down about one or two main things where it's like how people have really been misled, it goes beyond music, like I said before, but it can actually start with music as well, because music itself is so influential, and artists themselves don't understand sometimes how powerful their music and their voice is. And I think that, you know, a lot more of us need to understand that, and a lot more of us need to utilize that. I mean, I give props to T.I., you know, when he uses his voice. I give props to Jay-Z, but I think that we all need to utilize that more from the forefront, and, you know, take that a little more serious as far as our music and our artwork, and give that much more props and prowess as well when it's done. So, I mean, that's the main thing that I think is really how they're misleading us, is like they're giving us all those different things that we want to go for, which is music, women, you know what I mean, fancy cars, all those different things in the videos, things like that, and they're not really showing the different content. And I think it's more content out here, it's more music, and it's more musicians out here that offer different aspects and viewpoints in life than just that.
Right. Don Diesel offers way more than that. Than just music.
Gotta be that way. It's only one way. Gotta be real. It gotta be reflective of every aspect of life. I mean, I do club music. I do music about shouting. I do music about, you know, when I was in the game. I do music about, you know, love songs with my, you know, my significant other, things like that, with those songs in mind. But it's not just going to be the same thing all the time. It's not just going to be one way reflective of one lifestyle.
Or
you know what I mean?
Somebody's style.
Or imitating somebody's style. It's not going to be none of that, you know. So, you know, and I think it's really, really needed right now in the music game. It's too much of the same stuff, man. It's too much monotony. You know, we got to break that.
I totally agree.